He was always Lorne, never Mr. Michaels. He was smart that way. I took a seat across the desk from him. And there was a container of pencils that had been sharpened that very day, and a bowl of fresh popcorn, and plenty of Coca-Cola. Swell office you got here, Lorne. Thank you, Norm. I understand you're from Canada. Yes, sir, I said. And I knew that even though we hailed from the same nation, we were worlds apart. He was a cosmopolite from Toronto, worldly, the kind of guy who'd be comfortable around the Queen of England herself. Me, I was a hick, born to the barren, rocky soil of the Ottawa Valley, where the richest man in town was the barber. Lorne was a big shot, and I was a small fry. And that's why I was planning on doing very little talking in this job interview. First, let me say that Lorne is often portrayed as an intimidating man, and he is. In some ways, he can't help it. He is quietly confident, smart, funny. He always carries a dagger. These four qualities combine to make for an intimidating man. He had beautiful assistants that the writers had derisively nicknamed the Lornettes. These girls secretly loved Lorne, and also openly loved him. In another room, the writers sat around and they did impressions of Lorne. It didn't sound anything like him. This is the way it is, with all big shots and all small fries everywhere. It's been like that since the get-go. The boss is always a big joke, just dumb and lucky. And nobody's afraid of him at all. And everybody has a good laugh at him. Until he walks into the room, that is. It's a different story then. Lorne began the interview by telling stories, and I just listened, and I nodded and laughed when I was supposed to, same way I did in every job interview I've ever had. But this guy was different. First thing I noticed was that he was funny, really genuinely funny. And that is very rare for a big shot, especially a big shot in comedy. He had all these first-hand stories he was telling me about back in the day, when he worked on shows in Toronto and in Hollywood. And he smiled when he told the stories, the kind of smile a man gets when memory transports him to another place and another time. He had worked on the Smothers Brothers comedy album, a few Lily Tomlin specials, and there were famous celebrities in his stories, and all the stories were funny. And pretty soon my pretend laugh was turning into an honest-to-God real laugh. And I was choking on popcorn and coughing Coca-Cola. We were having a grand old time until suddenly Lorne got down to business. So, Norm, let me tell you how the audition process works. We go down to the studio and you show us two characters. I hadn't expected this. I'd been told this meeting was a mere formality. As long as I didn't insult Lorne outright, the job was mine. I'd been misinformed. Well, you see, Lorne, the thing is this. I'm a nightclub comic. Jokes, crowd work, that kind of thing. But I'm a hard worker, and I catch on real fast. Besides, I understand I've been vouched for. And I had been, too. By Jim Downey, the head writer and second in command. By David Spade, the comic actor. Why, even by Adam Sandler himself. Yes, I've heard good things, but the thing is, you're a stand-up comedian. We are a variety show, and I have to be sure you will be able to provide versatility. I don't want to waste your time or mine. I wasn't sure he cared about wasting my time, since I'd been left in his waiting room for 4 hours, waiting and waiting and waiting. Tell me another story about Lily Tomlin, Lorne, I blurted out. I figured if he could tell me another funny story, I could start laughing again, and we could go back to those great times we were having a few moments ago. But no dice. Then he unsmiled his lips, and he got real plural on me. We'll let you know, he said. He looked down at a blank piece of paper on his desk. Well, you'd think he was a generous hatter, and I was the tallest man in the whole wide world, the way he gave me the high hat that day. I staggered to my feet, sweating hard, chugged down the last of the Coca-Cola, as Lorne meticulously studied that blank piece of paper the way I'd imagine a sculptor might study a mountain of rock. I had to think, and think fast. But that's not easy for me. I think slow, real slow. I felt like I was back in first grade, and I just failed, as I always did. That made me think of something else. You see, a lot of times, when I hadn't finished my homework, I would bring the teacher a shiny red apple and present it to her. It would always work. Of course, what would a teacher rather do? Read scribbled nonsense from a 5-year-old or eat a shiny red apple? But I wasn't dealing with a first grade teacher here. This was the legendary Lord Michaels, and he was not known for changing his mind once it was made up. Was there a chance I could red apple the old man? I didn't know, but I did know. I was lucky enough that day to have a shiny red apple in my back pocket. Well, I didn't have an actual shiny red apple. That would have been perfect. But that's not how things work in this here life. I did have the closest thing to a shiny red apple in my back pocket. My actual back pocket. Listen, Lauren, I do have one character I've been working on. I think it's going to be a big hit. The biggest. But I don't want to do it down in the studio, see where some bum might steal it and take it for his own. I want to do it just for you. Right here and now. Lauren looked up at me with that stare of his that passeth all human understanding. Go ahead, Norm. I reached inside my back pocket and pulled out a bag containing 7 grams of government-grade morphine and 2 brand-new syrettes, tossed them on his desk. I call this character the Connection. Norm, I confess that your antics are near amusing, but this is not what we at the show refer to as a character. Do you know what we call this at the show, Norm? No, sir. What? A recurring character. I was in.
Oh my God. That's from just an excerpt from Norm Macdonald's memoir. One of my, like, I've said it before, y'all should go download it, listen to the audiobook. It is amazing. It's just, I would say one of those books that's is better as an audiobook than it is as an actual book. So, did some shipping last night. Got quite a bit done. Oh, Norman. Okay, so Dirty Work is one of the funniest fucking movies ever. It's got one of the best lines, one of the funniest lines in any movie ever, which is, "What are we gonna do with all these crack whores?" Screwed was okay. Dirty Work is amazing. Uh, an interview a long time ago. I think it was like in Entertainment Magazine or something like that. And they asked him, like, what do you think is the funniest word or phrase? And his answer was, he paused and then just said simply, crack whore. Which, objectively is not that funny, but still, if you're a Norm Macdonald fan and are through the looking glass on his style of humor, it's absolutely hilarious. All right, we've got a hip postcard order going out. And we are going to start doing this daily. And if you all in the chat notice that I have forgotten to do it, please remind me. There will be a sticky chat pinned at the top for joining the stream for anybody who wants to do it. If you want to come on and chat or ask questions or do something in real time, you are more than welcome to. It's going to be an open invitation. The only rule, and there's one rule only, you get political, you better be prepared to show your work. That's it. So how's everyone doing? Yes. Steve, my my favorite his roast of Bob Saget is one of the funniest things like I've ever seen. He's if you've never seen it, you know you've seen probably a celebrity roast of some kind. They've been doing them for years, back to the Dean Martin days and all that. And of course, more recently on Comedy Central, they've done William Shatner, they've done John Stamos, they've done Bob Saget, which is the one that Norm was on. And so Norm sits up on their bleachers the entire time reading a newspaper. And anytime somebody would like throw shade his way or throw a roast his way, all he would do is just like sit with his newspaper and just kind of look up, like did I just miss something? And then go back to reading his newspaper. The whole show, the entire show. That's all he does the entire time. People are making fun of Norm, but it's just like it's deflecting off the newspaper because he's not even, he's feigning that he's not even paying attention the entire time. So he gets up on stage and he pulls out a stack of note cards. Like this is a roast. Nobody's done that before. That's just like, and the note cards aren't anything. They're a prop, more or less. He didn't even prepare enough to memorize his jokes, so he's reading off note cards, and he starts in with one of the most deadpan comedy genius moves I've ever seen. He just starts doing these like old-fashioned deadpan comedy non-jokes about Bob Saget. Things like, some say Bob's head looks like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower. Like, not great jokes. You know what? We're paying Norm's estate on this one. There we go. I don't think it's going to let us show the video, but we'll see.
Our next roaster used to be on Saturday Night Live. Now he just watches it. Well, up until last week when a hooker stole his TV. Please welcome the incoherent Norm Macdonald.
I want to start with John Stamos, our esteemed roast master, John. Well, John has a reputation for being a bit of a slinger. Did you know instead of an umbilical cord, John was born with a bungee cord? And Cloris Leachman is here. Cloris? Cloris, if people say you're over the hill, don't believe them. Why, you'll never be over the hill, not in the car you drive. Greg Giraldo is here. He has the grace of a swan, the wisdom of an owl, and the eye of an eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is for the birds.
It just starts setting in with the audience what he's doing.
Susie Essman, of course, is famous for being a vegetarian. Hey, she may be a vegetarian, but she's still full of baloney in my book. Gilbert Dodson, one of my best friends. I love Gilbert. When you go to the men's room later, you'll see a sign that says, "Gentlemen, pay no heed, go right in." There's no room that says "scoundrel" on it. But now we come to Bob Saget. That's why we're all here. Bob? Bob, you have a lot of well-wishers here tonight, and a lot of them would like to throw you down one. A well. They want to murder you in a well. It's a little harsh, but apparently they want to murder you in a well. It says here on this card. Now, the Bob has a beautiful face, like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower. No offense, but your face looks like a cauliflower. As you can see, he has wavy hair. It's waving goodbye on account he's going bald. Now, I think that Bob should join the Ku Klux Klan. And that's not because he's racist. He's not racist. It's just that he'd look a lot better with a hood over his head on account of his face. I heard you have hair on your chest, Bob, and, well, let me tell you something. That isn't your only resemblance to Rin Tin Tin. You're a fucking dog face. How can you not get that? You know, there are times when Bob has something on his mind, when he wears a hat. No thoughts at all, just a hat. And Bob is not very worldly. He thinks the English Channel is a British TV station and not a body of water separating England and France. And Bob isn't the biggest sports fan. I don't think I'm talking the deals out of school. I took him to a ball game, and he came toting a double-barreled shotgun. You remember that? I said, "What the H is that for?" Bob said, I heard the Lions were playing the Tigers. You remember that?
Yeah.
About Christmas seals. He told me he wouldn't know what to feed them.
Of course.
Another incident media talked before when I was a boy, and but one thing as comedians is we're jealous and hate everyone else that has any success. But Bob honest word for anybody, and everyone else, so. Uh,
Throwing whenever that happens. But that, yeah, that's hard to do. To go to something like a celebrity roast, where there's a certain set of like expectations as to what you're gonna do, right? And you or he manages to find something nobody's ever done before, that nobody's expecting, and that's a tremendous risk for any performer, right? Because half of like you know being a performer is pleasing an audience and giving them what they want. He never cared about pleasing an audience or giving them what they want. He showed up to that. He did something completely off the wall, that nobody expected, nobody had done before, uh, in really just about any context, and just completely threw a middle finger up to the format, and that roast is legendary. Like, I don't think a single stand-up comedian I've ever heard talk about it that hasn't been like, that was one of the most insane, amazing things I've ever seen. He did this other joke. He told it on some talk shows and a bunch of other stuff. Why did I just wrap up? Was that Jethro Tull? Yes, it was. And the joke was, it always started differently. Sometimes it was a farmer in his hometown. Sometimes it was an uncle, and it was something along the lines of like, I was back home in Canada visiting my uncle on his farm, and he was taking me a drive around town, and my uncle he pointed at this giant grain silo, and he said, "See that grain silo over there, sonny boy? I helped build that grain silo." And they're driving along a little further. He's like, "See that bakery? I ran that bakery for some 30 years. You hear me, sonny boy? 30 years. Look over there at that hot air balloon. I flew in that hot air balloon higher than any man in this town has ever flown in a hot air balloon. I'm like, all right, well, thank you, Uncle. That's some good stuff. And see that over there? That fence that goes on for miles and miles and miles. I built that fence that goes on for miles and miles and miles. You know why I'm telling this, boy? I had all these wonderful, monumental, staggering. Probably all missed the punchline, huh? Ha! Yeah, his impression, his David Letterman impression, all on. He's definitely he was my favorite, I think, living comedian. All right, what's next here? We got West Side Story on Laserdisc. Sold Laserdisc the past. Good thing I found. Good thing I found at a flea market when I was out. Speaking of which, so that check on my tracking. I think the media mailbox should probably be here today. Man, you guys are quiet this morning. Yeah, my media mail package is going to be here today. That's awesome. What is going on with our stream here? What's going on with our stream? sold. Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. Best of. This has been in the store. I am surprised this took. There's a few things I'm surprised took so long to sell today. Oops. Mm. And then a 3 Laserdisc lot of Clint Eastwood movies. I am, quite honestly, really looking forward to just sitting on my couch today and listening. Like, I'm ready to be done shipping. And, like, my body feels it. I'm sore. Where's the chat? Is it just not working? No. You guys are just being very quiet today. That's cool. I'll just keep blabbing like I normally do. One more. Nat King Cole, The Magic of Christmas with Children. This one, I would maybe call it a bolo if you find it. If it's good condition, it sells, especially around Christmas time, which we're getting up on. It's a $20 record. That's what it's sold for, and pretty much Thanksgiving to New Year's, that's what you can expect out of it. So if you find one in decent condition, no scratches, stuff like that, put it up as a VG plus, VG plus. You'll get easy $20 bill. Y'all see them skills? Jake, you will worry. Jake, after yesterday and your Carly Simon bomb, now you're worried? It's okay though. Seriously, it's been damn near 16 hours of shipping live stream content for the last since Saturday night. So I feel like a little bit of audience fatigue is reasonable. All right, these are done. All right. I don't think Ainsley's here, but her package got returned again. This time because I put stamps on it. So we're gonna ship it out to her again. We'll do one of these. And then I've got some other unfinished business with another viewer, which I need to take care of. Where is it's on my clipboard, right? That's not it. Nope. All right. Nope. That's not what I want. Third time's the charm. Seriously. All right. So. All right. So. Order of business number 1. Send Ainsley her brooch for the 3rd time. Oh, hey, Ainsley. Yep. Oh, so yeah, the post office just changed the rules for what you can use stamps on. So you can't use stamps on a package more than 1 inch thick anymore, for security concerns. So printed another label. All right, and then I owe eBay seller some money for postage, as he was kind enough to send me his eBay tape, and I totally forgot about it. It was that dude. My mistake. Wait, yeah, it was. Do I have any stickers or anything I can send him? Put in a business card. I got some stickers. Time to print up some more. All right. Anything else cool? Nothing really that's handy. Here, I'll send them some stamps. Send them a sheet of 32-cent Looney Tunes stamps. Randomly. All right. Oh, he said he liked the stamp licking. Let's see if I get any lickable untoasted stamps. Here we go. Two and all right. Loose ends tied up in the mail. All right. Moving on. Shipping actual orders again. Sold a cassette tape. This is Tori Amos, Boys for Pele. Sold for $12.07. Is that right? No, it sold for like $10.95 plus shipping is what it was. And I'm sending it first class. All right, let's get the pain in the butt out of the way. Not really a pain in the butt. But not the easiest tip of the day either. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. $25. 3, 6, 9. 13, 16, 19, 23, 24, 25, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Eight, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh man, am I going to be short? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I need 10 more. Oh! All right. Well, hold tight 1 second. I'll be right back. Squirrel, what are you doing? this has been the process with these. Separate the album from the album cover. So many Streisand records. And then for anything with an inner sleeve, set those aside. Those will get bundled later. Album covers are either going to get cut up or sold off on their own. So many Streisand records. Seriously. Streisand. I'm not even joking. Streisand. 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 And that's I did this to probably 50 Streisand records last night. Streisand. Oh, hey, not Streisand, finally. Oh, that's done. So is that one. Wayne Newton sings hit songs. Diana Ross, Everything is Everything. Completely thrashed record, but that's probably one of the sellable covers. Julie London. Johnny Mathis. There's a lot of Johnny Mathis in there too. Mighty Clouds of Joy. Percy Faith. Plastic inners, not worth anything to me. Or anybody, frankly. There's a nice Victor Borga cover. No record. I may put this one into a lot. I've got some lots I'm doing for Christmas music soon. Oh, this is... So if I had the sleeve, this would be a great record. But it's also thrash. It's Arthur Lyman, Taboo. It's actually a pretty decent selling piece of vintage exotica. Oh, nice. These FFRR full frequency recording sleeves are good to lot. Where's Humstone? We got some of his favorite here, the Carpenters. Too bad the record crashed. Ooh, and Manhattan Transfer. Who can't resist? All right, paper sleeves, cardboard sleeves. And then we needed 10 more, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 100. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I always give them a little extra. These people told me they're a charity. I'm going to throw in one more. About Donkey Shane. Yes. Which, by the way, so the Wayne Newton version of Donkey Shane, which I appreciate. Thank you. It's in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's the version in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'm not even joking. I was probably 35 years old before I realized, or before I learned that wasn't a woman singing that song. The one Wayne Newton song that I do like the Donkey Shane version he does. He also did the version of "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree" featured in Home Alone, where he's got the strings attached to all the mannequins. That's the Wayne Newton version. Also, in my 30s, before I learned that was not a woman singing, I was like, "You got to be kidding me! That's motherfucking Wayne Newton." What's his name? Oh, come on. We will cooperate. right. Anyone want to take a weight guess? Do another on postcard titles? Sure. Burgerhead? I don't know what that means. That's funny, though. Justin, you like guessing weights. You're not usually terrible. Want to take a guess? Joe, that's a pretty good guess. Remember that I put in about 10 extra records on this one. The 33 pounds, 32 point something, 10, almost 33. All right. Sold this cool little pencil, maybe a small toolbox. It's got, I think it's handmade. It's definitely vintage. Nice little, had a bunch of drafting, writing utensils that already sold off. Yeah, there was a time there was a great show on Fridays. Back in the day. Back in my time. Mr. Obvious, and I believe the woman you're referring to is named TikTok. Joe, that cost 23 bucks to ship, which I need to go in and actually adjust my shipping rate on that and price appropriately. I need to move some of my asking price over to my shipping price because I've got my promotion set pretty high on those. So all right, it's a wood box. It's meant to be strong. It ain't gonna get hurt. I think what I'm gonna do just do kind of a bit of a cardboard wrap using this box, which is my least favorite box and I never use because it's annoying. And then we'll pop that into a padded mailer. I just want to give it a little bit of protection. I've had these damn boxes for almost 2 years. I never use them. They're not really great for anything. I don't think they protect all that well. They're kind of like that cheaper cardboard. What are we at weight-wise? Yeah, we'll be fine. And I got them for free. So all right, I got to run downstairs real quick, grab one postcard, and see what this thing is. Steamboat Springs, chrome, upright, some ski hills. All right, be right back. Nice and easy to find. When it's got a rounded corner like that, all I got to do is sort of like fan out the cards, and I can just look for the rounded corner. Takes a lot less time, a lot easier. If ever I can find an easy to identify characteristic on a card like that, it takes no time to find, assuming it's in the right place, which is not something typically good to assume. All right. Okay. Those. Really? Any more up here? No. Not. Be right back. Sorry about that. Yes, I did learn the random mute technique from Primetime. Oh, they paid me for priority mail. That was all unnecessary. Oh my god. That's why you check first. This could have just gone in there. All right, we'll still be under £1, so we'll be okay. I'm still making money on the shipping. It actually all worked out, I think. Got a bubble in there. Buster didn't mute it this time. For some reason, my microphone every so often will just like stop communicating with my computer. I don't know why. All right, and the last item from this store. Surprised it took so damn long to sell. It took like close to 2 years. I think it's cool. It's a lamp. It's pretty neat. It's got the light in the back, so it like backlights the ship. Definitely mid-century. Super cool. Like be dope on a like in a man cave or on a bar or lounge kind of thing. I like it a lot. It's like probably cast iron or pot metal. The light bulb part This is the weak point here, so I just wanted to sort of secure it in place before shipping. So wrap it in the shrink wrap and then tape around it. And then we'll just shove that in the padded flat rate. Heating. See where it's going to. I think I can just fit that in a medium flat rate. Sold for $48.71. I put in FedEx Ground. What do they pay me for shipping? $15. It's going to Texas. So I think I can just send this probably in a medium flat rate. Yeah, probably too big for medium. What is 4 pounds priority? $18.40. I could take it to UPS for $13.56. I wonder what cubic would be. And it's more than 4 pounds. How much does this weigh? 6 pounds. Oops. Cubic. It's going to be about 14. Going to be 12 and 5. I don't think that's going to be worthwhile to go cubic. 6 pounds. $20. I could ship flat rate better than that. Sorry, Rootin' for Relics, it's sold. You had 3 years for your opportunity to buy this thing, and you missed it. I mean, it would fit just in a large flat rate. That's probably going to be the cheapest way, unless I want to drive to UPS to save $2. Which I don't really want to drive to UPS today to save $2. So I'm just going to ship it in a large flat rate box. Here's one. It's already started for me even. Like a glove. This is a good opportunity to use all of this scrappy shit. since I don't care about weight. I know. I got your reference there, Jake. You still missed your window. Large flat rate box. All right. And that is it for this store. It was a good sales day yesterday for first day back. And what's even more awesome is that even after shipping out, 200 items, I still got a payout. So all right, time to switch stores. Let's send out some offers first. I'll just put this out real quick. Nope, we'll do 25% off. Sure, 15% off those. All right, moving on to the other store. So this is all stuff that sold. Everything in this store is that I'm shipping here was on extended handling time. So it doesn't actually have to go out today, but I want to get it done. So first is this vintage sweater, which is, I think, just awesome. I'm sad that it only sold for 15 bucks. Shirley Design. It's pretty awesome sweater. I would have probably kept it. I didn't even know it was down there. I'm not a golfer, but that bag is way too. That one's cut. We did that yesterday. Sold for 15 plus shipping. Which did she put priority mail? She put retail ground? I'm going to do padded flat rate. And there's none here. Do I need to order more? Could it be that Jackass Retro is low on padded flat rates? Ha ha ha, never. Although I should put in an order right now for those. I need some regular flat rate envelopes as well, so I might as well. Pack of 10. This thing 9, half by 11, perfect. Keep shopping. What else do I want? I want the envelope. Nope. Not the Millipack. Shoe boxes I'm good on. Flat rate envelope there. Don't need DVD boxes. Padded flat rate envelope. Pack of 15. And then I want, What's the big, not flat rate sort of I want the 1092 and the probably get some number. No, I've got number 7s downstairs. $10.96. I need those two. I'm good on shoes. Oh, $10.95 also. Cool. All right. So the priority one, 1092, which is 13 by 12 by 3, we'll get 3 of those. And then the 1096, we'll get 3 of those. And then the 1097s, I'll get 3 of those. Check out now. Done. All right. Back to shit. Thrifty Lobster, you're right. 1 is for is, 2 is for are. Proper pluralization is very, very important, especially when you're going to call out anybody's lack of intelligence. You better make sure your grammar's correct. You're going to start calling out people's lack of intelligence. I mean, Lobster, you and I is definitely knowing better than that. Lobster and I is definitely not included in the title of that video. Because we is wicked smart. So Lobster, I will meet you at the library at what, like 11:30 specific time. Does that work? I just need to grab an espresso first before we meet up at the library. I know we've been arguing, but really, I think your point is mute. I mean, there certainly are some dumb MF people in this world. I am not going to disagree with that. I know that Lobster are not one of them. I are not one of them. At least I don't think. Hope. Yeah. Thanks. These are just some little N scale train cars. Tyco, I think. Southern Pacific Railroad. I think these were like giveaways, possibly. High speed metal products, N scale, Southern Pacific boost. I mean, these took forever to sell, and I'm glad they finally did. I remember listing these. I think they came in like a lot of stuff. I really don't remember. Oh, I got no beef with anyone. I'm just making fun of a grammatically incorrect video title that got posted up today. Just making fun of things, like I do. Not mad at anyone. Here you go. You want to see? Oops. Let's see if y'all. Hi, Buster. Can see what's wrong with this picture. You know that I am a connoisseur of irony. So, as is apparently Lobster, because we both caught on to this pretty much immediately. Anybody? Bueller? Hey, what? Come here. Just want to say hi? Oh. So no beef, just having a laugh. All right, Buster. Look at those paws. He needs a manicure. His sister got a manicure yesterday. Don't bite my nose. He's gonna bite it. I'm not mad. Mod, Tommy? Is Tommy a mod? Okay, Buster. You want treats? Let's go get you a treat, and so I can finish up. Come on. All right. Sold these vintage advertising brochures. They're pretty cool, just for the graphics. They're like real estate advertising brochures, like trying to convince people to purchase. They're from this one's 1954. The real estate ad selector. So it's got some interesting like real estate ads and stuff in there. Kind of cool. I think so, anyways. You can have your own opinions. And fishing and picking. I'm not so much calling out Tommy, but if you are going to make a statement about anybody's intelligence at any point, whoever that person is, whoever they are, whether they be a single person or a group of people or just people in general, you might want to make sure that your statement, especially when written out, is grammatically correct. Otherwise, you sort of undercut the whole idea of your statement, unless you're really trying to include yourself in that. Does it pay for priority mail? Padded flat rate envelope. That's weird. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying it a regular flat rate envelope. It's kind of like one of those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones kind of deals. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Freestyle MC off the top of his head shit. His right hand Sonnyville. So all I'm saying is Sonnyville. Could you please make some noise for my man J to the ROC, live and direct with Detroit Velvet Smooth. Here live for you. So yo, J Rock. Hell yeah, man. You sit on my boy DBS up in the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Come on. This is a story about some shit that happened to me today. Check it out. Come on. Here we go. 1, 2. But now you heard the story about how I got caught playing with my shit with all that done. Before you disrespect JROC, it could happen to you, doesn't happen to me. Check this shit out. Come on, check it out. J-Rock. The situation broke out when I smoked too much pot. Reached in my drawer, pulled out my butt, flushed off the jar, petroleum jelly, started thinking about Donna and Nikki and Shelly. In my mind, I was hitting it, we was almost there, and the door was open and fuck the walls was there. Don't disrespect JROC, it could happen to you, it could happen to me.
Anyone out there a fan of the Trailer Park Boys? If not, you should be. Alright, you're gonna fit this, right? Yeah, it is. And our last item. Like this is the last. If I wanted to ship more, I couldn't. That's how last this item is. Just a slide rule. No big deal. What do I want to do? I don't know. I have zeroed out the order queue. But there is one more thing that needs to go out. But it's not an order. Really? Mark, I am literally on my last like this is I'm printing right now the label on my last queued order, and I had one thing going out to a friend, and then I'm officially done. And then I'm going to sit on my ass, and I'm going to list all damn day. Oh man, really? You gotta do me like that, envelope. That was a full ounce I just took off of that thing. Damn, quantity over 71K. Huge. Oh my god, it's done. I am super happy to say goodbye. Until tomorrow, I am going to go sit and I am going to go list on my couch. Ease into it. I'm probably going to do some postcards. Nothing. Not so fast. Start pretty light. Yeah, postcards. And then, I don't know. I've got a big box of some pens I want to go through. And then at some point today, I think my media mail package that I shipped to myself will be here. So there's some books, some old VHS, some Laserdisc. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, assuming people buy things, which seems like they've been doing. So thank you all very much for watching. It's always fun to have some coworkers as I do my thing. And we'll catch you on the flip flop. Take it easy. Bye.